Welcome to Keep On Casting. It's not a great day out here. It's rainy, bad day for a fisherman, but a great day for a hog hunter. I'm here with Dewey Gravois. His passion is hog hunting. We've also got Ryan and Mark, and we got Keith Davis over here. So we're gonna have a great day hog hunting. So we launched the boats, we're watching the radar. There's rain coming up from the south, blowing north from everywhere.
Perfect day for hunting, but I don't know about filming.
I met Dewey at my office, but I've heard of Dewey for a long time. He's famous around these parts for hunting pigs, alligator hunting, trapping, deer hunting, you name it. If it's outdoors, Dewey can do it.
Hog hunting is something I got started in by accident. My uncle got me hooked up with some guys out in Jeanerette, and I started hunting, and I've been hunting ever since. I've been 25 years ago, and I'm 70 years old. I kind of changed my ways and slowed down a little bit. We're not in the business of selling hogs anymore, too much work. The property we have now leased that's mainly what we do on it, is hog hunting. It's got a few hogs on it. Everybody gets some good fresh meat. We just like to have fun. The particular area that we're hunting is over by Lake des Allemands. The property is some of the hardest environments you could have to hog hunt in, because it's that old floating marsh, and it wants to grab your airboat and just stop it. It's really hard to walk on when you're saturated, but the hogs still manage to live out there, and that's the main reason we have that lease, is to hunt and eliminate the hog. Which right now, you got to struggle to go find one to run, so that's a good thing.
So Dewey, how long have the pigs been out here? They always been here, or that's more of a recent thing?
I think just in the last few years they've been showed up out in this area. But
you think they moved from here to higher ground when it rains like this?
No, it don't bother them. They're gonna go wherever the food is. That's why we're having so much trouble finding them this morning. All the fresh tracks we had got rained on, you can't see. So you're just gonna have to get lucky maybe. And the running is so hard, it's sticky.
So there's all kinds of vegetation out here. I mean, how do they walk through this stuff? We almost fall through every time we get get out the boat.
Yeah, they're just like a deer, though. Their feet, they're almost like a push pole. They go so far, and it doesn't bother them a bit, man. They're very buoyant. A hog can swim forever. Well, these are the real hunters, the guys down in the boat. They're plot hounds. Big game hounds used mostly for bear hunting, but we use them for hogs. We got Jill and avocat, which is French for attorney. And then we got Pepper, and this is the real worker here.
So, Dewey, who's hunting with us today?
Cat Baloo. So when we turn her loose, it's live action for sure. It's easy to find a good deer dog or a good rabbit dog, but when you try to find a hog dog, you can't be too rough. You can't be not rough enough. And you gotta, once you get a good bloodline of dogs like I've been having for years, you better hang on to them. You got some good ones that do what they're supposed to do, like they're supposed to do. It's important that an animal account for his game. And these dogs account for that game. If you put them on a hog, once they start it, they're supposed to finish it, and they usually do. Just dealing with hogs, the potential for a dog to be injured is great. And in the marsh or in a briar patch, they can't get away, so they're gonna get cut. And when they do, we have to veterinary them ourselves. We take care of them. There's times we have to go to a vet, there's just no way around it. With small cuts, we usually manage to take care of that ourselves.
Whoa, where's the brake stick?
What?
Dead hog, stick. Dead hog, cat.
Need the brake stick.
Kate! Kate!
I got it.
All right, get up back, quick.
Dead hog, cat. Dead.
Hey, Keith! Get your knife. hadn't been in the marsh and fell up the hill until I brought Bo with me. He was trying to hold a dog, and there were too many of us in one spot, and down we went. That would have stopped a new man, I guarantee you. You here, what you got there, Benjamin?
1, 2, 3.
Oh, snake.
Me and Dewey were out front looking for sign, and Keith called us over. What'd you see, Keith?
Oh, so we were running through just looking for sign, and all of a sudden you saw all the bushes shaking, so we knew what that was.
Knew what that was. That's a dead giveaway.
So Keith saw him. We drove up. He was running through the grass, not moving very fast through this marsh. I thought they'd run faster than that.
No.
They can't run any faster than a dog.
That's what
huh?
the dogs are usually stopping pretty good in this marsh because they can't get up. That's why I just turned with one dog.
Yeah, we got on top of them, turned one dog loose, and turned the catch dog loose, and they got him. That's a nice boar.
Yeah, it is. Got some pretty good cutters, as you can see, one bigger than the other. And this top one actually sharpened the bottom one.
When the dogs ran up, they just grab him anywhere. It looked like they grab him in the back legs.
Well, if he's running hard, they'll grab him in the back to stop him, but they'll usually try to get on an ear or something.
Stretch
the
him
catch
out.
dog is trained to catch an ear and hold it. You get it? If a dog bites the rump, that hog can spin around and they'll end up getting cut on the back leg right there most every time.
So from what I know, that's good eating size.
Yeah, it is. It's all about taking care of the meat. That hog right there is good to eat. A lot of people don't like boars, but the meat's good if you take care of it. Once we got out and got to hunting again, we had airboat problems again. The starter went out, so we had to change our focus from hunting to getting the airboat out the marsh where it doesn't have to spend the night. And that's all part of the game. You know, you can't let that discourage you or aggravate you or anything. It's just part of it.
So we had one of the airboats was having a little trouble with the starter. We're running to get another starter at reserve, and right now we're gonna throw that pig in the water to keep him cold so we don't lose any meat.
The Cajun cooler. It looks dirty, but that can be washed off real easy. That water will keep that hog cool where you won't have any problems with that. Keeping that meat till you get home and clean it this afternoon. We went ahead and gutted it, so it'll be fine right there. And that's our multi-purpose leashes that you see there. We do everything in the world with them. Drag hogs, tie boats, and you name it. Dogs too, so yeah. Best thing about today, it was a long day. It was a grind, but we stayed after it. We did manage to get one hog. The biggest thing was nobody got injured. No dogs got cut real bad, so it turned out to be a good day. And that's always the most important thing.
You know Grafton Dermatology as one of Louisiana's premier skincare and skin cancer treatment centers. Grafton Dermatology will bring your beautiful body to its healthy fullest. Grafton Dermatology provides advanced treatment for all skin conditions, repairing, healing, enhancing. Grafton Dermatology, defining healthier skin and beautiful bodies for over 15 years.
In Louisiana, we have some of the best fishing in the world. And in Toledo Bend, we have the best fishing in Louisiana. This 185,000-acre lake was voted the #1 bass lake in the nation for 2 years running. And with dozens of waterfront resorts and marinas, you can stretch out your stay as long as you like, or at least as long as your casting arm holds out. It's true, you can fish pretty much anywhere, but you'll catch fish in Louisiana. Plan your trip to Toledo Bend Lake Country today at louisianatravel.com.
All right, folks, we finally made it back. 2 starters on an airboat later. We're back at Dewey's. We got the hog ice down. After we got him out of the water, we iced him down with ice. And Dewey's gonna show us the right way to clean a hog.
Yeah, a big misconception. A lot of people think wild hogs are not good. You hear people talking about, oh, we gut shot them, we let them go, they're not good to eat. Well, that couldn't be further from the truth. If you take care of a hog and you clean it right, take care of the meat, it's really good. And there's some butchers around here that do a really good job with it for you. So,
What do they say about the meat smelling sometimes?
sometimes I've been hunting hogs 25 years, and I had one boar that we couldn't get that it was rank. So, you know, it's if you have any questions about a hog, you'll smell them strong. Sometimes you can take a little piece of that loin and cook it. But most of the time, we have cleaned some big boars. and the meat was good. Do your best to keep it cool. Now, the summertime's coming and getting to 90 degrees, you know, you gotta clean them quick. But in the winter, like even today, it's not bad. We were able to gut it and kept it in the water, and now we got it on ice, so we're gonna clean it and get that whole process going. The first thing you want to do is wash them off real good. This hog here probably weighed at least 150 pounds. At least. All right, that should do that. All right, we're gonna wring the neck here. I usually cut these things off and just get them out my way. I like to say they got 9 ways to skin a cat. And I just find this works best to keep a lot of the hair and stuff off of the meat. And hog hair will dull a knife in a heartbeat.
Yeah, you're right. They got
You
a
got
tough
to
hide.
have a good knife to do that. Okay, boy, if you get that cutter behind us, there you go. All right. 1 foot down.
It's amazing those hogs can live out in that swamp and thrive like they do.
Boars have an armor. This is the young hog. His is not. You can feel his shield just beginning. Some of them stop a 30-30 bullet at 100 yards. It's hard, boy. I mean, sometimes you see them, they're so cut up, got scars all over them.
I've seen them when you peel it off and it looks like a plate of armor coming off
That's
the
right.
side of
The
it.
whole side just rolls off.
So a guy from Arkansas made that knife for you, huh?
Yeah, this is a handy, one of the best. I've tried every kind. It's good. Hey, can you cut in there? You can get part of that joint. There you go. Easy done. All right. Lovely. A little hard, but you can handle it. That's it. That part of this process is done.
So mostly you just make hamburger meat with this?
And sausage.
Sausage.
Of course, you keep the loins, you can do what you want with the loins, you know.
Right, right.
Then you got this filet inside. You know this inside loin?
Yeah, tenderloin.
Hey, yeah, these are actually the filets. You have the loins on the,
We always call those the tenderloins and the backstrap, and then the backstrap back here.
Some people take a saw and split them half in two, but I don't do. I just leave that pelvic on there, and I'll just cut it to the joint we take the hams off. Okay, there's one ham. There's not a lot of blood and stuff on that meat. That's a good thing. This is the pelvic bone. What we did, we cut in it right up at the top here and just followed it in here and hit the joint and just followed it around rather than try to split that pelvic and do all of that. It's not necessary. Best part of that hog, a lot of people call it the loin. Buy in the grocery store, it's a pork loin. Backstrap, whatever you want to call it.
It's no good though, huh?
Oh, make you slap your grandma. This is what they make, French call it a pane meat. You know how you do the
Oh yeah,
deer loins?
beat it down and
Yes. Here's the whole front leg. There you go, man.
right.
You don't have all that hair. See how clean that meat's coming out?
That's awesome, man.
Well, I'm taking the neck meat out right now. I'm going to get this out. I use that for sausage, ground meat. On the ribs, if you're going to make like vegetable soup, you would cut these ribs about this, like that. I'll do one side like that, and then the other side we'll do the roast, the whole thing. You cut those ribs about this wide, and you leave like two together, and you put that in a vegetable soup, and it is really, really good. Let me cut the middle first. Just kind of hold it so it doesn't twist. All right, now you take these ribs, you get ready to cook them. You take like 2 ribs, you leave them together, and that makes a really good vegetable soup. I'm gonna go ahead and do this side like that. All right, now like I said, you take 2 of these ribs together, and that's what you want to use for your vegetable soup. Now the other side, we're gonna just cut the whole rib. All right, let's turn it around this way. All right, see the backbone? You just got it, huh? All right. And there's your ribs. You put that in a roaster. Clean it off good, of course. Roast it just like that, and I mean they're good. The rest of this going to the boneyard.
Skin cancer is the most common cancer in the United States. In fact, more skin cancers are diagnosed each year than all other cancers combined. Most skin cancers are caused by too much exposure to the sun. The good news is that you can do a lot to protect yourself. Catch skin cancer early so that it can be treated effectively. Finding it early is the best way to make sure it can be treated with success. Call Grafton Dermatology for a consultation.
Latour Golf Club, the region's leading residential golfing community, is nestled amid beautiful landscaped greens and peaceful lakes. The 18-hole 72-par course was designed by PGA Tour champion David Toms. Golfers can enjoy the fully stocked golf pro shop, driving range, and putting greens. The family can also enjoy Latour Bar and Grill, which offers delicious cuisine. The Bayou region's premier golfing community. Live the life with Latour.
Keep On Casting Cooking is brought to you by Rouse's. Fresh food, fresh daily. So we're here at the house cooking cracklins. Vaughn Dufresne cooks the best cracklins in Lafourche Parish, or some of them. We got a pen-raised hog that we cut up, got all the fat off of it. Tell us about it, dude.
Well, we had to cut up our fat, get it all in some nice little, about 1.25 inches by 1.25 inch chunks. Get it all prepared to put in the pot, and then we get everything ready. We get them cooking. About 3 hours into cooking. The amount of paddling that it takes to stir in them 3 hours, I could have paddled to Lake Buff and back twice, at least.
And when your granddaddy used to cook them, did he pop them twice, or
He popped them one time, and that's just how they was. My cousin, actually, I watched him pop them twice, and that's where I learned from to pop them twice.
I got you. We're at the second stage here. He's going to tell us what we're going to do.
Well, we took them out, we spread them on the table. We're going to let them cool off. And once they cool, then we're going to get our grease back nice and hot. Once our grease is at the right temperature, we're going to go ahead and throw a couple of handfuls back at a time, and they're going to re-pop, and they're just going to fluff up, you know, more than they already are.
What's the point of re-popping them?
Well, it knocks a lot of the fat off, and it makes it more of a pork skin type than a big old, more crunchy than a big old clob of grease.
All right, Vaughn, end of a long day. A lot of hard paddling there, bro. Got some good cracklins. What's the secret?
Well, this is the finished product after about 4 hours of stirring on the pot. A big key is to take your time, don't rush things. If you rush it, you know, you can burn them. Second big thing is, you know, to re-pop them. When you re-pop them, they get fluffy. It knocks a lot of that old unwanted fat off, so when you bite into it, it's more or less like a pork skin and not like a big old gooey fat in your mouth. You know, most people don't like that. You know, and I think they came out pretty good.
You got it right, bro.
Thanks.
They're good.
Not the best, but some of the best.
They're good when you don't break any teeth, so they're really good, bro. You can find this recipe and more at keeponcastingtv.com.
Skin cancer is the most common cancer in the United States. In fact, more skin cancers are diagnosed each year than all other cancers combined. Most skin cancers are caused by too much exposure to the sun. The good news is that you can do a lot to protect yourself. Catch skin cancer early so that it can be treated effectively. Finding it early is the best way to make sure it can be treated with success. Call Grafton Dermatology for a consultation.
In Louisiana, we have some of the best fishing in the world. And in Toledo Bend, we have the best fishing in Louisiana. This 185,000-acre lake was voted the #1 bass lake in the nation for 2 years running. And with dozens of waterfront resorts and marinas, you can stretch out your stay as long as you like, or at least as long as your casting arm holds out. It's true, you can fish pretty much anywhere, but you'll catch fish in Louisiana. Plan your trip to Toledo Bend Lake Country today at louisianatravel.com.
Closed captioning provided by Humdinger Lures, the bass-catchingest lures on the planet.
So folks, we're out here for a second day hog hunting. We had a great day the first time, but we only got one hog. We decided to come back out, bring the youngsters, show them what it's all about. We got Keith Davis, Dewey Gravois, Little Bo, James Cox, and Mike Robichaux. So y'all stay tuned.
The last time we were out, we had a different airboat, and we ended up having some problems, burned up a couple of starters. This week, Doc brought the other airboat out at a little bit of a game changer.
Yeah, I brought out the Air Ranger, which is got an extra 100 horsepower compared to the boat y'all had out here before, and it's about 300 pounds lighter. So this thing will take the marsh and go. So we should not have the same issues we had last time around.
And we've seen a difference already.
Bo, here's our feeder, which we made out of a plastic drum. Put holes in it and attach a cable. Put our feed in here, put the top on it. These pigs got to come in here and roll it, get the corn out, make some feed. The corn had gotten kind of mildewed in here, so we just dumped it, but put these feeders out kind of makes it easier to find them when we come with the dogs. So last time we came, this was underwater.
Yeah, I remember that.
No fresh tracks right here. We're gonna go check another spot.
So Dewey, when those dogs get out of sight, how do you keep up with them?
We have a tracking machine here that'll tell us exactly how far that dog is and where he's going.
Oh, that's better than when I grew up.
Yeah.
If you couldn't hear them, you couldn't find them.
Spent 2 days looking for dogs.
Hey, look, we off that about 200 yards off the Cypress Point, and we got a hog in the grass 30 yards from us, just sitting there. We're trying to get a hold of you to come put the dogs on. So he's just sitting there 30 yards away from us. It just kind of gives you an idea what they'll do to the dogs, is they'll just lay down and let the dogs run right past them if the dogs aren't able to smell them. So he's been sitting there for almost 5 minutes, doesn't have a care in the world. He's looking like he might have even laid down right there. Yep, so not worried about us in the slightest bit.
We've been looking for a hog all day. We kind of split up. I finally got a good track and turned the dog loose, and they started running. And I'm pretty sure we were about to jump another one over there when Keith called. Radios weren't working, but the cell phone got hold of us, so we picked him up and moved over here and got on this pig. So it all worked out.
We got a big hog. See him both standing in the grass, see him?
got your knife? Well, I'll get it for you. Now put it back.
That's a big son of a gun. No, I didn't think it was that big. Big sow, huh?
Yeah.
I did something right.
All right, folks, we had a great time out here today. We got a nice big sow. We had to work really hard to get her. Had a great hunt. I want to thank Keith, Dewey, Doc, and Mike, who spotted the pig. We got little Bo and James exposing these boys to some great outdoor Louisiana adventure. We want to thank our military as always. Without y'all, we can't do what we're doing here today. And until next time, keep on casting.
So Boudreaux and Marie, they sitting around one night. Boudreaux gets up. He said, Marie, I'm going to the store. You need anything? She said, you know, I want some vanilla ice cream with some chocolate syrup. So he comes back. Oh, I messed it up. Do it again. So Boudreaux and Marie, they sitting around one night. Boudreaux gets up, he says, Marie, I need to go to the store. You need anything? She says, yeah, just get me some vanilla ice cream, some chocolate syrup. She said, you better write that down, Boudreaux. Boudreaux says, Marie, I got this. No, you better write it down. And they argue, and he goes out the door. Boudreaux comes back, throws a cheeseburger in Marie's lap. She looks at Boudreaux and says, I told you I didn't want no cheese.
Ce travail prend tout mon énergie. Ouais, tout le temps s'entend quand j'ai envie d'un bon boisson. La bonne musique pour plaisir de l'esprit. Ouais, quand je me sens paré, je connais ailleurs je peux aller pour boire un coup avec tous mes amis. She gonna love the moon.